We welcome you to the commencement ceremony for Green Run Collegiate's Class of 2026. Again, graduation is a formal event to celebrate the achievements of our students, and we want to encourage proper decorum throughout the ceremony. Please silence all electronic devices. Please respect others who have come today to hear their graduate's name announced by refraining from excessive celebration when names are called. Polite applause is welcomed. As a safety precaution, we ask that any photography and videography take place from your seats, as the aisles should remain clear at all times. We thank you for helping us create a dignified and respectful atmosphere during this ceremony. Each graduate has earned this achievement, and we hope to make this a memorable occasion, not only for the graduates, but for their friends, family, and loved ones who are here to support them. At this time, please rise and remain standing for the procession led by the school system administrators, school board members, and the faculty of Green Run Collegiate. It is my pleasure to present to you the Green Run Collegiate Class of 2022. Remain standing for the presentation of colors, followed by our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. You may be seated.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the commencement exercises for the Green Run Collegiate Class of 2026. At this time, we would like to recognize our special guests. We ask that all honored guests stand and remain standing until everyone has been acknowledged. Please hold your applause until the end. At this time, I would like to recognize the Green Run Collegiate Governing Board and Foundation Board members. Dr. Wendy Howard, Chair. Dr. Pete Baker. Ms. Ebony Carter. Mr. Leonard Caver. Mrs. Audrey Curtis. Dr. Laura Green. And Mrs. Jennifer Franklin. Next, please welcome members of the Virginia Beach Schools Administration. Division Superintendent, Dr. Donald Robertson, Jr. Chief of Staff, Mrs. Cheryl Woodhouse. Chief of Schools Officer, Mr. Matthew Delaney. Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Daniel Miani. Senior Executive Director of High Schools, Dr. Walter Brower. I would also like to recognize Virginia Beach School Board members. Mrs. Kathleen Brown, Mr. Mark Bowensteel, Mr. Mike Callan, Mrs. Cheryl Felton, Dr. Alvita Green, Mrs. Melinda Rogers. Please join me in a round of applause. We would also like to take a moment to welcome you, our parents, guardians, family members, and friends here with us this afternoon to commemorate this occasion. At this time, I would like to present to you our salutatorian, Radiat Abibi.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, families, and the accomplished class of 2026. It is an honor to stand before you today as the salutatorian of the class of 2026. First, I would like to thank God, my family, my teachers, and everyone who supported us throughout this journey. Looking back at our time at Green Run Collegiate, I don't think any of us arrived at this moment in the same exact way. Some of us followed the IB diploma pathway, some in the Abbott pathway, and others pursued career and technical pathways. Our schedules, goals, and experiences were all different, but there was one thing we all had in common. Our lives didn't ask whether we were ready, it asked whether we were willing to keep on going. Throughout our years here, we faced challenges that often seemed overwhelming. We completed internal assessments and external assessments. We balanced classes with sports, classes, jobs, and family responsibilities. Each challenge asked something of us, asking us to work hard, stay consistent, and continue moving forward even when we felt unprepared. At Green Run Collegiate, the most significant aspect I learned is that success is built on resilience. Ms. Patricio's motto, "You could do hard things," although cliche to GRC students, captures the essence of the GRC experience. For me, one of the hardest parts of that experience was the extended essay, a 4,000-word essay of part of the diploma program. For the essay, I chose a complex biology topic and very quickly realized it would not be simple. I remember sitting in front of my laptop, scrolling through research articles, rereading the same information over and over again, wondering if I had chosen a topic beyond my abilities. On top of that, like many students here, I was balancing after-school activities, work, and other assignments, and the pressure to maintain some sense of normalcy outside of school. However, although there were frustrations and thoughts of giving up, I was fortunate to have teachers like Mr. Alberti and Ms. Eichner who guided me throughout the process. What once felt overwhelming and discouraging slowly became manageable and eventually achievable. That experience taught me something important. What feels impossible at first is often just unfamiliar, but with persistence and support, it becomes something we can overcome. While my challenge happened to be a balance between schoolwork and life, every person here has their own challenge. Although our experiences were all different, they all required resilience. Resilience teaches us that success is not determined on how easy a path is. It is determined by our willingness to keep moving forward even when things become difficult. It is also what allows us to learn from setbacks and accomplish things we once thought were beyond our reach. As we leave GRC, our paths will continue to look different. Some of us will attend college, enter the workforce, join the military, and others will pursue opportunities we have not yet imagined. However, wherever life takes us, there will be more challenges waiting for us. We may not know exactly where our paths will lead right now, but we know we have the resilience to keep moving forward. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
And now I have the privilege of introducing our valedictorian, Marjorie Desquia I want to say this right, Enamorado.
Welcome parents, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, graduates to the Green Run Collegiate Class of 2026 graduation. If you've known me throughout these 4 years, you know that I'm probably the worst person ever to give a public speaking job to, and yet somehow here we are. Actually, I'm going to be very honest with you. This whole week, I've been stressing about how I was going to give this speech and how awkward I would be delivering it. Thankfully, with the help of an amazing Miss Eichner pep talk, I realized how much of an honor it is to stand here today and be your class valedictorian. I think all of us know the feeling of wanting to feel ready. Throughout the years, we wanted to feel ready for tests, project deadlines, IB exams, and our life after graduation. At some point, we just expect one day for things to click and we would finally feel prepared. Honestly though, when have we ever actually felt ready? The IB personal project. The people in the audience couldn't see it, but trust me, all the graduates just cringed at those words. During the personal project, we were supposed to explore our passions and make a clear plan on how we were going to do so. Yeah, right. In all honesty, most of us were up at 2 a.m. thinking, how can I get this done immediately and go to sleep? Or we were sitting in Ms. Gauze's 10th grade Avid room in our daily crying circles. Shout out to Ms. Gauze though, because the crying circle really did get me through it. In the end, however, we still did it. We were all able to pass the IB personal project with a 3 or higher. Maybe we didn't do the project perfectly, maybe not without stress or confusion, but we still got through it, and I believe this is an achievement that all the 2026 graduates should be proud of. Looking back, maybe being ready and perfect was never actually the point. Maybe the entire purpose was to become someone who's always showed up and tried. The truth is, readiness is not a feeling, but instead a decision. It is choosing to try something new, even when you're unsure. It is choosing to keep going if things don't make sense. Growth does not always have to look like confidence. We won't wake up one day and suddenly feel ready. But instead, it can look like uncertainty. Like our personal projects, it's about trying something new and hoping it works out. Growth is refusing to stay in our comfort zones again and again. The truth is, no one feels fully ready for any moment. You just have to start, you just have to show up, and you just have to try. As we close this chapter in our lives, maybe we can come to realize that our goal is not to have everything perfectly planned out. Instead, it's just to keep moving forward, even if we're unsure, even if it's uncomfortable, and even if we have to sit and improvise as we go. Again, we aren't meant to be perfect, but instead, it's just an opportunity to try. As my friend Maddie Estes always says, life is a rainbow, so embrace it, embrace the uncertainty. And finally, to end it all with the infamous Miss Patricio quote, you can do hard things. Congratulations, class of 2026. We may not feel ready, but we are.
Thank you, Marjorie. At this time, we would like to present an award unique to Green Run Collegiate. The Laureate Medallion is presented to 3 seniors nominated by their teachers. The recipients of these medals have consistently exemplified IB learner profile traits. This award is not necessarily for academic achievement. Rather, it recognizes students who have demonstrated excellence in service, compassion, inquiry, and leadership, thereby bringing honor and distinction to our school. This first recipient exemplifies the qualities of a Green Run Collegiate Laureate Medallion recipient through her outstanding leadership, commitment to service, and embodiment of the IB learner profile. Throughout her high school career, she has consistently demonstrated the attributes of being knowledgeable, caring, open-minded, resilient, and reflective. As a leader in programs such as Summer Bridge, where she served as a lead camp counselor, and as historian for the French Honor Society, she has dedicated herself to supporting and mentoring younger students while fostering a welcoming and inclusive school community. It is an honor to recognize Mylene Zavala Meza with the Laureate Medallion. Of this next recipient, one teacher noted that what immediately stood out was his respectful nature and exceptional attention to detail. He approached every task with care and pride. In class, he excelled by fully embracing the 4-step design process, demonstrating critical thinking, creativity, and perseverance. He showed the ability to reflect, improve, and grow through challenges, qualities that align closely with the IB learner profile traits of being a thinker, reflective, and principled. Beyond the classroom, he has also made a significant difference in the school community through athletics. As a member of the volleyball team, he helped lead the team to the finals, an accomplishment the program had not achieved in quite some time. This speaks to his leadership, teamwork, dedication, as well as the ability to inspire others towards a shared goal. Congratulations, Torrin Kernan. Here are the words of another teacher for our hour in describing our next recipient. Although I have not had this student in class, I've had the opportunity to know him through study hall. During that time, I have observed his growth mindset and ability to learn from past experiences. He approaches challenges with maturity, uses setbacks as opportunities to improve, and remains focused on reaching his goals. He represents the vision of Green Run Collegiate by striving for excellence, contributing positively to an inclusive school community, and maximizing his potential. As a well-rounded student leader, serving as both soccer captain and Model UN captain, he consistently inspires and motivates those around him. His leadership, character, and positive influence make Oscar Hopper an exceptional candidate for the Laureate Medallion.
Class of 2026, it is hard to believe that this day has arrived. You have reached this moment. Soak it in, guys. I know that you are mostly eager and excited to move forward towards the next step of your journey in life. But I want you to take some time to reflect on this experience. Part of looking forward is looking back. What did you take away from your time here at Green Run Collegiate? What were the lessons you found and uncovered? Amidst all the exams, orals, and essays, my hope is that you discovered what the word family means and what it takes to be a part of it. Commitment is essential. It's easy to celebrate accomplishments, but what matters most is when we face obstacles together. Through the highs and lows, we stay through the rough times of heartbreak, rejection, and disappointment. This is where real relationships are formed. Family is strength. We hold each other to high expectations and are accountable for one another. This requires the courage to share and to face uncomfortable truths, even at the risk of being given the silent treatment, so that we can help one another become the best versions of ourselves. Lastly, family is love. With love comes sacrifice. We will give up convenience and comfort so that we can be present. We will yield from being the favorite if it means giving you the support you need, as opposed to whatever it is you want. And we will gladly step away from the spotlight so that you have the opportunity to shine in yours. So I hope that in 5, 10, 15 years from now, you will reflect on your time here with a sense of humor. Things that once seemed monumental crises, the last-minute study sessions, the nerves before a major presentation, or the drama of high school itself, will instead bring laughter in hindsight. That space and distance gives you a different perspective and a sense of gratitude, and that this insight will help guide you moving forward. So, as you navigate the complexities of adulthood, may you carry the ability to chuckle at past versions of yourself and find joy in the journey, using the lessons you've learned here with your Green Run Collegiate family. Guys, congratulations. All right, it's time. I see Mr. Robertson. Faculty and staff, please prepare for the distribution of diplomas.
Radiate Abibi. Maria Albritton. Ava Alvarado. Nayana Basu. Christopher Bolas Smith. Emily Brochu. Tatiana Brown. Ella Brunn. Sienna Chappelle. Z. Comerford. Pearl Correa. Evan Cross. Isabea Cullen. Lucio DeSantis. Marjorie Disqua Enamorado. Jackson Ebersole. Elijah Ellison. Madison Estes. Riley Farrell. Adrielle Flores. Isaiah Flynn. Rain Foreman. Chloe Gaines. Connor Gonzalez. Sean Michael Gooden. Jameson Green. Morgan Greenwood. Mariah Griffith. Amaya Hall. Jasmine Henderson. Jakayla Hendrick. Kel Henry. Isabella Heddich. Oscar Hopper. Cameron Johnson. Natalie Renee Jones. Wayne Judy Jr. Torin Kernan. Meadow Klein. Catherine Karunka. Robin Larkin. Araya Logan. Robert Makowski. Elizabeth McDonald. Madison Miller. Elijah Mowell. Zaria Norris. Hamza Nofir. Shania Parker. Anthony Pimentel. Evelyn Purcell. Serenity Purnell. Jelani Rencher Butler. Brianna Rice. Lillian Riley. Sam Sawyer. Violet Schiffler. Justice Smith. Kevin Smith. Emma Snyder. Cheyenne Soul. Darion Spence. Javon Stovall. Amaya Thomas. Tyler Thompson. Amaya Thurman. Angelise Timmons. Jaden Toby. Leilani Torres. Quentin Townsend Jr. Michelle Valieres. Joshua Vasquez. Yamor Dominique Vergara. Samara Walker. Simone Walker. Michaela Walsh. Philip Warner. Jadalyn Weatherspoon. Kendall Westbrook. Landon Whitman. Paige Williams. Mylene Zavala Meza.
One more. Graduates, please stand. Look at all you. It is my privilege to certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of the City of Virginia Beach. It is with great pride that I present to you the graduating class of 2026. Graduates, you may switch your tassels. This concludes our ceremony. Graduates will be exiting through Ballroom D to your left. Families and friends, please exit the doors behind you. You may greet your graduate outside the building. Congratulations, everyone.